Hi, my name's Andy, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will be talking about living in your car. So I personally have lived in my car for a fairly long stretch. I did 3 years of living in the car full time, and I've learned a few things on the road. So I will show you a few tricks and tips when it comes to living in a car. If you are very new to this lifestyle, maybe you have made the choice to live in a car, otherwise you're forced to by circumstances, there are a few things that you can do to make it comfortable. So I'll start at the beginning. First I'll tell you what we will look at in this video. So the type of car, what kind of car you should get, where to sleep, where to go to relax, how to find amenities, bathrooms and whatnot, cooking, and then the features within the car. So solar power, I'll talk about that, sleeping, and condensation, and various other things we'll touch on. So choosing the right kind of car to sleep in is really important if you're going to live in your car. If you do choose a van, you're going to have more space, but it does look a bit more like something that someone might try and live in. I try and keep it low-key myself. If you happen to have a really small car, like a little compact car like that, you're going to have a really hard time trying to sleep in it. Now, I have slept in a smaller car. It is possible. If you don't have any other choice, you will get by okay. But I try to go for something a little bigger, like a wagon. This is the best type of car that I have come across for living in. It is a wagon type people mover, the older type of people mover. And I have put darker tints on the back windows just to stop people from being able to easily look inside and see anyone sleeping in there. This is my vehicle here, the Toyota People Mover, and I do like the fact that this car has roof racks because it has allowed me to fix the solar panel to the roof, and this has been really useful, having this solar power set up while I've been living in the car. So let's have a look on the inside here, and I'll show you how it all works. Welcome to my home. This is what it looks like in the back of the vehicle, so behind the front seats. And originally this vehicle had 2 sets of seats, so it had a set of seats here and then another lot in the back. So it was a 7-seater originally. I've taken those seats out. I would recommend doing that if you are going to convert your car to live in. Makes it a bit more comfortable. After I took the seats out, I put plywood down for a floor and carpet on top. On top of that, just a basic mattress. Got my pillow, my sleeping bag. So I am very comfortable in here. I can lie right down and stretch out. And there's a bit of room on each side of me as well. And what I've done is just decorated it nicely by putting the starry night scene on the roof. Another thing I have attached to the roof here in the vehicle is a phone holder, so I can watch my favorite movies or YouTube videos as I relax. Under the driver's seat here I have the deep cycle batteries for the solar. So the solar panel is attached to the roof. I've got 3 12-volt, I think there's 7 amp hour batteries in there, and that's powered here or controlled by the solar charge controller. So the panel goes in there to the controller, the batteries are attached there, and then on this one you can attach the load. So I have various loads coming out of here, mostly just lights. At the moment I've got blue LEDs on one side, and then I've got overhead lights up here, hot white LEDs to light up the car at night. I also have a small stereo system that is powered by USB, so that you can listen to an iPod while you're chilling out in the back of the vehicle without running the vehicle battery low. There is some quite convenient storage located in the back of this vehicle, and if I need to charge a device, I've installed some more USB outlets on this side of the car as well. To protect myself from prying eyes when I'm trying to sleep, I usually just throw this grey blanket over the back of the front seats, and that protects anyone from looking in through the front windscreen and seeing a person asleep in the back. I keep most of my clothes in these type of bags, and also keep some extra blankets just in case it gets cold. So one important thing to mention is for anyone thinking about living in a car, adequate ventilation is super important. Otherwise you get condensation. So what I'm going to show you now is something that I've come up with. It's a way of keeping the airflow through the vehicle and keeping it nice and cool in the summer nights without letting mosquitoes in. So these are some vents that I've made. And I've just made them out of plastic core flute real estate sign material. And they're shaped this certain way to fit into the window gap in the vehicle. And that will stop the mosquitoes from coming in and bothering you in the night and allow some airflow through the vehicle. When cooking and preparing food in the vehicle, I like to keep things as simple as possible. For that reason, I don't have any built-in kitchen into this car, and I just have it all in a shopping bag, which means that I can pick it up and take it and do cooking on a park bench or wherever it is I may be. So when I cook in the car, I do it in the front seat, and I have everything in this handy shopping bag. This is just all my kitchen gear. There's no food in this bag. So my stove, just running on these cartridge gas, and that works pretty well. So what I usually do is just set everything up on the front seat. That's my cooking pot, which is also a bowl for eating out of, a knife for obviously cutting stuff, and fork, spoon, and the lighter. The other thing I carry in here is a cup, a bottle of water, and a chopping board, which is also useful for a plate. So that's it. To set up my cooking area, I usually put the gas burner on the seat like that. You can pop something underneath the cutting board to keep it level, and then I'll just cook right there in the front seat. When choosing a spot to park up for the night and sleep, it is really important that you find a spot that's safe, but also somewhere that you're not going to get interrupted in the middle of the night by a concerned citizen. Here we have a good potential parking spot on a quiet suburban street, where there are a few cars parked on the side of the road, so you will blend in a little bit. So I've parked under the shade of this tree, with the fence on that side which blocks the occupants of the house from being able to see you parked there. When picking a spot to relax and chill out during the daytime hours, there's a few things I look for. And generally, if it's a summer month, it can get pretty hot in the car, and I look for large shady trees just to give me some shade so I can maybe have a nap and just relax in the back. Another thing I like is having internet. So if you can park up somewhere where there is a Wi-Fi connection, such as a library, next to a Starbucks, or other public Wi-Fi. An underground or covered car park at a shopping centre is a good place to chill out during a hot summer day or in the rain. If you don't have anywhere else to go, you can keep cool and out of the weather, use the facilities at the mall such as Wi-Fi, the bathrooms, and do a little bit of grocery shopping if you need to. So some of these places have time constraints, but I've never been asked to move on, and often there's nobody checking up on that. The other good thing about it is it's a pretty safe place to have your vehicle, to have a sleep, read a book, or use the internet, and there's often a lot of other people around during the day. So out of all the public amenities you may encounter, the ones that you will take advantage of the most are certainly public bathrooms. And there are various levels to cleanliness in public bathrooms. The ones that you find in parks and rest areas, things like that, are usually more utilitarian and perhaps not so clean. And I find the best public bathrooms are in private businesses such as malls. They're usually kept pretty clean. But you will have to use public bathrooms if you live in your car, not just to use the toilet, but also for brushing your teeth, collecting water, and perhaps even having a shower.
Welcome to Exolube. Please press button to close and lock door.
If I happen to be near a river, I do like to take advantage of that and have a swim and wash in the river if the water is nice and clean. So that's my video of how I live in a car. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll try and answer anything. And thanks for watching my channel. If you like this stuff, please subscribe, there's plenty more. And I will see you in the next episode.